Howdy. Let's look at this Jardiance commercial and see what may be happening consciously and subconsciously as we watch.
I have type 2 diet.
All right, so it opens up. We already see a couple key things in terms of tone. We have a bright office over here, and we have a happy person here with eye contact, engaged and smiling. So they're already projecting a positive energy. And then we see a lot of brand colors happening. Here's kind of the yellow and the green, and we see that all throughout, even in the details. So they're really trying to reinforce the brand, you know, from things on the desk, even to her clothing. So it seems like that's going to be a very key thing throughout this commercial, so that when you see this color even outside in the real world, you may start to associate that, you know, with this brand.
But I manage it well.
All right, we had some people pop up. So a very common, you know, convention in terms of purchasing and buying and associating is social proof. And so now there's more people around this woman, also excited and positive, backing her up. So she's kind of taking a prominent leadership role, and there's going to be a lot more positive energy around her of people also supporting whatever she's going to be talking about next, just to kind of give it some momentum beyond only her.
Little pill with a big story to
So now they're kind of precursing it. She's saying we have a story to tell. So now you have the cast of characters behind her. You have the energy. Obviously, it's in a musical kind of style. And so we'll see where it goes next.
I take once daily Jardiance.
So they're using an office here, and it looks like their characters are going to be in different spots in the office and who may be part of this. And they're projecting a very high energy. Now, how often do you see musicals happening in your office? I'm not too sure. It's possible that they do. So it looks like this is a bit of a projection in terms of, you know, good vibes and high energy, positivity, you know, maybe suggesting results and happy people.
At each day start, as time went on, it was easy.
Here we have another scene where we're seeing the colors, you know, show up as well. These may be tertiary colors. We'll find out if they show up again. But again, it's very much of a tone at this point. We're not learning a whole lot yet about the product. We've seen a little bit of labeling. We don't know too much yet about the details. It's more just the energy and the vibe.
See, I'm lowering.
All right, here we go. So now they're sharing more about the product itself. And we could see here, our eyes would typically go to, you know, a face first, and then it's going to move over this way. Information about the product. There's a natural arrow shape here in the actual graphic, and then that'll bring our eye lower into kind of this information down here. So we kind of have that visual flow that goes from top to bottom.
My A1C.
Jardiance works 20.
Now we see a big shift. Before there was a lot of color. Now we see a lot less color. It's still there to kind of keep those cues, but even the calendar is very dark. These racks in the back are very dark. And in the middle here, there's a clear neutral zone set up. And so it almost looks like there's going to be a shift in presentation. And if we watch, it likely will be, as he's now presenting us product information, whereas before we were seeing entertainment and energy.
24/7 in your body to flush out some sugar. And for adults with type 2 diabetes and known heart disease, Jardiance.
It does. And so he is talking over with information now. And then we see him here, and it kind of blends the two scenes between the energy and the information.
Can lower the risk of cardiovascular death too.
Serious side effects may include ketoacidosis.
Now this gets interesting. So in this, she has been kind of a leading figure in terms of what's going on. Now it may be implying to some degree that, you know, she's a trustworthy person. She could help people out, because if she can help this gentleman, then it may subtly kind of imply that as a consumer, that her judgment can be trusted as well. So if she's recommending this thing and it's making her happy and others happy, you know, maybe follow her lead. She's in the, you know, everyone in the office likes her. She can help other people. You know, maybe she can help you. You know, that might be one of the implications that they're trying to make.
That may be fatal, dehydration that can lead to sudden worsening of kidney function, and genital yeast or urinary tract infections.
Yep, so she was able to help that gentleman. Now she's giving things out to others, kind of spreading that. And we'll see how that continues.
Rare life-threatening bacterial infection in the skin of the perineum could occur. Stop Jardiance and call your doctor right away if you have symptoms of this infection, ketoacidosis, or an allergic reaction.
Yep, there's another gentleman who was having trouble making a photocopy, and so she came in, saw it was unplugged, and now she's solving his problem too. So she's helping people get food. She's helping him make his copy. So there may be an implication there where it's like, hey, here's a trustworthy person that helps a lot of people. She could help you. Maybe consider this product. Can't be totally sure, though it seems like there's a consistent thread of that happening between the different scenes.
You may have increased risk for lower limb loss. Call your doctor right away if you have symptoms of infection in your legs or feet. Taking Jardiance with a sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar.
Jardiance is really swell, the little pill with
And again, we're starting to see her at the forefront of everything, and she has the cast behind her. She's obviously playing the lead role in this performance.
the big story to tell.
And there you go, the big finish. When we see the coloring here, it's pretty neutral, on the different sides, even the doors, even the clothing of the folks in the back are more neutral. You'll see it right around her start to get a little brighter, but maybe one piece of clothing instead of everything. Like she has the yellow pants, he has the green shirt, and then obviously right in the middle, she's going to be the brightest. And also her posture. You could see she has the, the Y shape or the V shape, which will lead the eye in from the top right, top left, and then even visually from the bottom, it'll kind of come up the middle, and she will always be the focal point, of this end scene. And so on top, we have some of the information about the product name and some other copy around that. But yeah, essentially, that's just taking it through that performance and what some of the subtle undertones may have been as they tried to communicate information about the product and also build an energy and a tone around the brand that people will associate with that and help that brand kind of reach those customers that they're looking to reach. So if you're interested in more, please share if this was interesting to check out. And just another tool in the mindset to be able to think for yourself and understand what commercials might be trying to share with you.